When trucks hit the depot, that's when the real work begins. And securing your load is perhaps the most important job of all.
Sam, how are you, mate? He's the godfather. Guy's putting a load on that truck. That hasn't changed for 50 years. The work starts when the truck stops. So the driver's still got to get out of the truck. He's still got to take the load off. He's got to put the load on. He's got to secure it. So whatever happens there is where the time is taken up.
So this is the old way of doing it. We've got to roll these straps up and we've got to try and chuck them over here. And if these things are not rolled up properly, we cop an $85 fine for each one. And it's very, very time consuming as well. Oh! Yeah, nah. I would hate to imagine what it's like to be hit in the head with that. That's taken Hamish 3 goes to do that, right? And he's an expert. So clearly, there's got to be a better way to do this.
I've been in this transport industry for 50 years. I never set out to be an inventor. I wanted to improve on what the old standard system was. And then I met Marco.
Had you ever worked in the trucking industry before?
Brendan, I had no idea about the trucking
industry.
industry.
You were like a gigantic fish out of water, right?
Fish out of water, absolutely.
Tell me what the idea looked like when Lindsay tapped you on the shoulder.
It started off as a manual system where we were constantly pulling from both sides, and then we actually managed to refine it to bring in a retractable system and compact it nice and neatly in a small enclosure.
And I believe there was a bit of a eureka moment with a retractable vacuum cleaner cord, is that right?
It was. So there was a retractable cord, so we ripped it apart and we looked at how that mechanism could be adapted into what we've done, and we miniaturised it.
And through the design process, were you constantly reminding yourself that I'm designing this for a truck driver? It's got to be rigid, it's got to be robust, it's actually got to meet their needs, right?
100%. So most people wouldn't understand what's actually involved with the trucking industry, and until you see it firsthand, you don't realise how much of a beating it takes. And we really needed to make it super strong.
Normally truckies suffer from long distance driving, and then they come out of the cab and they have strains, sprains, the body's stressed from stretching, and this product's brilliant because what it allows them to do is get on with their work using the equipment so that they're not stretching themselves beyond their capabilities, and it's much safer for them to do their job efficiently.
It's actually really fun to do, to be honest. Way more fun than like throwing it or doing something, but that's way more efficient as well. Bam! Easy.
You don't need a ladder, you don't need a forklift, you don't need a second person. You'll save your shoulder, you'll avoid damaging your truck, your freight. You can do it yourself without any issues. You can hook your strap over, take it across the load, secure it and be gone very safely and very quickly.
So all that stuffing around that we went through before, it's taken us 15-20 minutes.
Yep.
You reckon is going to be easier to do it with the QuickStrap?
I reckon if you can't do this in 2 minutes, mate, you may as well give up. Hey, how good's that?
Thanks to the QuickStrap, my load is secure, saving time, money, and most importantly, addressing all those safety concerns. We ready to roll?
Let's get this rig rolling, son.